that your favorite perfume smell is baby powder.
So my life would have been so different.
And I really want a beagle and name it Bagel. I already have it planned out.
Yeah, yes and no, yeah. That is a lot of work, yeah.
Hi guys, it's Audrey and today I'm here with my sister,
Jordan from Just Jordan 33.
And if you were here, that means you've made it part 2 of us answering assumptions about each other. If you haven't checked out part 1, basically in this video, we are going to be asking each other assumptions we have about the other person. And the other person is going to be answering if they are right or wrong. So part 1 had some pretty juicy and deep questions in it. So I am very excited for this video. And yeah, let's just get started. Okay, I am assuming that your least favorite perfume smell is baby powder.
I know exactly what you're talking about because we do have a perfume that smells like baby powder, and it is probably my least favorite perfume that we've had. I don't know, I've never smelled all the perfumes out there, so maybe there's a worse one. So I'm gonna say your assumption is false.
Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this perfume that we have, I don't think like the smell of it is named like baby powder. It's probably like a really strong floral scent or something like that, but like it's just so overpowering and it smells like what you put in baby diapers. Like, it's so strong.
Okay, Audrey, time to get deep.
No, not again.
I assume that you miss living at home.
I'm gonna say true and false. I think true because it's so fun living at home and like I miss not seeing you guys every day. And there's like a lot of positives out from living at home, like my mommy cooks for me and I don't have as much responsibilities. And I just feel like a lot less stress from being back at home because like I do have a strong support system with Spencer, but like you guys are also my support system too, so it's like more people. But it's also nice like being in like living on my own because then I have a lot more freedom to just like go and do whatever. And also like I like decorating my own space and my own house, and that's kind of the reason why I'm super excited to buy a house, is so that I can like have a cutesy office and a cutesy living room and my own kitchen and stuff. Like that's kind of fun to me. So true and false.
That's so fun. I like that.
I'm assuming that you want to get a job working with kids.
Ooh. Okay, it's hard for me to answer a lot of these assumptions about the future. So I'm not looking that far ahead into the future because pre-COVID, I had like 5 years of my life planned out. I knew exactly what I was gonna do. Once COVID happened, everything gone out the window. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So now I just take it kind of day by day. I have like the next year and a half planned out, but after that I'm like, I could do this, I could do a bunch of other things. I don't really know what I'm gonna be wanting to do at that point in my life. So yeah, for my job, I obviously would love to continue doing YouTube, but if I were to not do YouTube, most likely it'd be working with kids, probably, yeah, or with animals.
I am curious, what was your 5-year plan before COVID?
I was going to attend BYU Hawaii for 2 years, and I think I was planning on studying marine biology. So my life would have been so different. I still went to Hawaii, but like, yeah, I would have stayed there and studied there, and then afterwards, I think I was gonna come back to Utah, finish schooling in Utah. I don't know after that. That was my schooling plan at least. But now I'm so happy I didn't do that because now I have my dog. Now I'm going on a mission and I'm just so excited. Like there's so many fun things that happened.
You never know what the future holds, so sometimes when plans don't go according to plan, like it's a good thing.
I assume that you want to get a dog that's already trained.
I think it'd be nice to have your dog already trained, but I'm going to say false because I really do want a puppy and I really want a beagle and name it Bagel. I already have it planned out. Actually, so what's funny is I was talking to my friend and I was telling her I wanted a beagle and and I was gonna name a bagel, but before I ever thought of the name bagel, I always joked about naming my dog Schnitzel.
Oh?
So that would be maybe another possibility. But I kind of do want a baby beagle. Like, that'd be so cute. So probably not a trained dog.
That would be very cute. A little puppy beagle.
My assumption about you is that you don't want to live in Utah your whole life.
I have a very similar assumption about you. 1 second. What? We are so sisters. Okay, yeah. Yes and no, yeah. Yeah. I really want to live somewhere tropical because I'm definitely a tropical person and that's like my ideal weather for me. But Utah is cool too. And I mean, it's very pretty here. There's a lot of hikes, but it gets so cold. It is really cold here. I don't like the cold. But my family's also here too. So I want to be close to my family. So I don't really know because it's like, yeah, I want to live somewhere else, like outside of Utah for like a year. But I don't think I could stay like I would miss you guys too much to stay longer than that. So I don't know.
Do you think you would ever live in Florida again?
Yes. Oh, yes. I want to live in Florida. Are you kidding? Yes.
In case you were new, Florida is where we grew up during our childhood. We lived there for 10 years, so.
I miss Florida. I could see myself living there for like a year.
When you come home from your mission, we need to do a Florida trip and go to all of our places in Florida that we used to live and do and stuff.
My other assumption was, even though you don't have a lot of time, you play a lot of video games.
Okay, this is false.
Really?
This is false. I don't play video games at all.
Bro, I see you on Discord. I don't know, but there was one time when it was like midnight and you were playing this game that I didn't recognize. Maybe it was Spencer, but I was like, what? Audrey's online?
I'm gonna say, I play a lot of video games when I'm on a break or like I'm not doing school or like during the summer, stuff like that. Or when I actually like don't have a lot of work, which is rare, but sometimes on the weekends, like I usually, if I do have time to play video games, it is around 10:30 p.m. and I'll play till midnight. But like I haven't played any video games this whole week. Like I hardly play video games during the school year, and that's partially why like every day I have three things I always want to say. I always say I want a house every single day, and then I say I want a dog, and then I say I want to play Wizard 101.
Audrey's 3 moods.
I'm so obsessed with Wizard 101, and that is my childhood game, and it is a bop no matter what people say. It is so much fun. I've converted my husband and my husband's best friend into playing it, and that's just how awesome it is. And so I used to play it a lot. We played it like earlier during 2021, like earlier on the year before I started school again. But since I started school in the spring, I stopped my membership, so I can't play until my membership is back, and I've cried over this membership during my wisdom teeth removal video. So
that's how much she loves this game.
Love it so much. So if you ever do catch me playing a video game, it's most likely Deep Rock Galactic, which is like you mine ores and kill spiders in space.
There you go.
So yes, I don't play a lot of video games like 99% of the time, but during that 1% chance that I don't have a lot of work, I'll probably play it at nighttime or like during the weekend or like a break or something.
That makes sense, yeah.
My next assumption about you is that you don't like being the middle child.
What? No, I love being the middle child. That is false. I actually really do like being the middle child. I'm not kidding. So that's false. I don't know why you thought that, but.
Have you always liked being the middle child though, like when you were younger?
I think so. I don't know, was there ever a time that I said that I didn't?
I don't know. I just like, you know the stereotype of like, I'm the middle child, like I hate being the middle child, you know?
Oh. It's like, I'm always forgotten because I'm the middle child. I've made those jokes before, but like, I don't actually mean them.
Okay, here's my question for you though. If you couldn't be the middle child, would you rather be the oldest or the youngest child?
Oh, that's hard. That is really hard. Would I rather be the oldest or the youngest? I'd probably say oldest because I feel like I relate to like being the oldest more than I do the youngest. Because I feel like since I'm like the oldest of the middle children, since I'm like the second oldest, I still kind of feel the stereotypes of like the oldest child a little bit. So I think that would be an easier transition for me than like becoming the youngest child. I think it would be really strange for me being the youngest child. Oh, this is my assumption that was so similar to yours. I assume that you always want to live in Utah.
I'm going to say true, but I am flexible. I mostly say true because I want to build a house right now, and so my plans are not to leave Utah anytime soon. And I honestly don't know where I would live outside of Utah if I were to move. I don't want to like be trapped in Utah. Like I want to travel to other places and like, I mean, like I've traveled to some places for months and like lived there for like in Europe, I went for like a 2-month trip in Europe. I don't remember, 5 weeks. I think it was 5 weeks, so like a month and a week. And like I've done like a month-long honeymoon trip. So I've like been gone out on trips for a long period of time-ish. But I think I do like having Utah as like my home for now. It might change in the future, but for now I don't picture myself moving outside.
Utah's really nice. That's where our family is. So, I mean, I like Utah too.
All right, Dren, here's my deep question for you.
Oh,
no! Okay, my assumption about you is that you feel like no one understands you.
Yeah. Okay, kind of, but also kind of not. And it's like a little, but also no, I don't know.
You have to explain.
I don't really know how to explain. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain. I don't know why I feel that way. I just feel like a little bit that way, but also not at the same time. Sorry, that's like so vague. I don't know how to explain it though. Okay, Audrey, my last assumption for you is you wish that you didn't have to work.
Like, what kind of work?
Like job work.
True and false. I think that is true because I don't think anyone truly wants to work. And in that sense, like worry about money. I think like no one wants financial burden. Like that is one of the reasons why people like probably the main reason. I mean, there's a bunch of reasons why people work, but the main reason is to provide. And so I think it would be awesome not to have the pressure to work. But I think even if I never ever had the pressure to work, then I would still work because I think work brings accomplishment and fulfillment in your life. So even if I wasn't like doing YouTube as my job, I would probably still film, or I would like take on something else, like maybe humanitarian work or do some other field instead. Like I don't think I would just stay at home doing nothing because like to me, that doesn't make me feel good or happy. Like to me, what makes me feel happy is like seeing change and like doing something and like bringing it about good. And I think I do that through work. So yes and no. I don't know.
That makes sense, yeah. I would say, yeah, unless if like you're staying home raising kids. Now that's a lot of work.
And I'm gonna say, that's a job, that's work.
That is a lot of work, yeah.
Being a stay-at-home parent is a job. All right, you guys, that is going to be it for today's video of us answering assumptions about each other. Let me know in the comments down below who I should film a video like this with next. Should I make this a series like I ask my family juicy questions and now we answer assumptions about each other? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you are new. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!